Start from the beginning, please. Start from the beginning. Okay, things to think about. 1, hand placement, okay. 2, rests. 3, volume. 4, pedaling. Okay, so first thing was hand placement, okay. You had the right notes, but you had the wrong spot. To start off, okay? So please recognize where the notes are on the staff, okay? So what are those 2 notes? Are they just regular middle area or are they treble?
Wait, up there?
Yeah, at the first measure.
Treble.
Yeah, so they're a whole octave higher than you usually play when you do things around middle C. Alright, so show me that space on the piano. Where's that located? Yes, very good. Remember when we talked about, when we were first learning our notes on the staff, where placement is? Where they fall on the line and the space is very important because that tells you the exact location the note's going to be on the keyboard. Okay? Okay. So I want you to make sure that when you see a note, you know where it is. Okay? You know where it's supposed to be played on the keyboard. Alright, that being said, what happened at measure 8? What should have happened at measure 8 to go into measure 9? Let me rephrase that.
So you don't hold it down until measure 9 because there's a quarter rest?
That's right. And what else should you be thinking about doing between 8 and 9?
Placement.
Yeah. What are you doing?
So you're shifting an octave?
Yes, very good. Are you playing the same notes as you started with or different? Same note names, I should say. Same, right. So you're just moving down an octave. So show me that shift with your right hand.
Okay.
Perfect. That's it. That's all you're doing. But this is an active quarter rest. You're not just sitting there and taking a rest yourself. All right? You're shifting down to here. Okay? So when you see this, don't think, oh, I got a break. No, you don't really have a break. You're moving your hands down to be in the right spot. Okay? And which hand is shifting? That's even more important. Excuse me.
The right hand.
Yeah, because what's the left hand doing?
Same right here. It's not moving any octaves.
Is it moving at all? Take a look.
No.
No, it plays the same 2 notes, right? Throughout the entire song. So your left hand doesn't have to move. It's all right hand that's shifting. Okay? Excuse me. The other thing that I mentioned was rests, right?
Yeah.
You did a great job until 17. Excellent job until 17. And then 17, you held that dotted half note for the last 4 measures. But you had whole rests in these 3 measures here. Okay, so pay attention to your rests, okay? All right. And because these are whole rests, how many counts do they get?
4. Wait, 4. Yeah, 4.
Do they get 4? What's the time signature for this piece?
3. They get 3.
Yeah, because whole notes are, excuse me, whole rests. Whole rests are, finish the sentence.
They are. Wait. I think they like whatever the time signature is. That's how many beats they get.
That's it, correct. That's very good. They get the same number of beats that the time signature dictates. Also, whole rests are a rest for the whole measure.
So I don't have to play these.
So you don't have to play anything in those measures. Okay? That's really what a whole rest is telling you. You don't have to play anything in that measure. Okay? Yes, it has 3 beats because that's what your time signature is, but even more so, there's a whole rest for the whole measure. Okay? That's that one. And then how about your dynamic markings from 17 on? What do you see, my friend?
Tie.
Dynamic markings. Dynamic markings. A tie is rhythm and tempo marking. Dynamic markings.
These things.
What do you see from 17 on happening? Talking about
So
musicality. Yeah.
this one is forte until measure 18. It's mezzo piano, and then measure 19 is piano.
How long is a piano for?
2 measures.
Okay, very good. Do you think you did that?
No.
Yeah. So you got to pay attention to your dynamic markings, okay? Because it was forte, then mezzo piano, then piano. Okay. And then the last thing but not least, pedaling. Where's your pedal symbol?
Right here from right here.
Okay, do you see it changing at all throughout the entire song?
No.
No. So do you think you should have lifted the pedal?
No.
Where's the marking to tell you to press the pedal down?
Right here.
Where is the marking to tell you to lift the pedal up?
Oh, right here.
Right. So do you think you were supposed to lift it at all throughout the entire song?
No.
Yeah. Pay attention to those pedal markings. I know, one more layer of things to think about, right? But that's the case. It had it for the entire song. So even though you had rests, you weren't actually playing notes, okay? The pedal was still active, so you were still hearing it, okay? So when you see the rest, yes, your hand is not supposed to be playing a key. But when you have the pedal going down, the pedal's going to carry the sound, okay? So you're still going to be hearing it. So that's a little bit different than what I've told you before about rests. When we have a rest and there's no pedal, there should be no sound. Okay? There should be no sound being played by that right hand or left hand or both if you have a double rest on each clef like this one. Okay? But if you have a pedal going on underneath and you have a rest, the pedal's going to carry the sound over the rest. So something just slightly different than what we've been talking about before. Okay? That's one of the beauties of the pedal. It lets you continue on sound even though you're not actively playing. Okay? Alrighty, we're getting close to the end of our time. You played Aloha, yay? Do you remember? I see the note names.
I don't remember playing it, but I played it.